Hello, welcome to Dude Kids A to Z channel viewers. Again here now I am explaining about the operating system and types of software deeply in computers and the information technology. And we have operation systems which will be security and networking. And security is all operation systems comes with some type of security already built in, because access to that computers and its often privileged information should be restricted to only authorized users. This acceptance of the operation systems might be actually be its most important function. And the networking is the internet, is like internet capability of operating systems are very important. Networking capabilities can be either with an outside computer, as in accessing the internet, or computer to computer, as in a larger mainframe operation. The operation systems will continue and coordinate all of this below the surface without the user even being aware it is happening. Like it will be helpful for networking also, these operations functions. And in the next slide we have the classifications of operating systems. Like mainly it is classified into below, like single user operating system. What it is, like in the name only it is it can say that, like a single user operating system will permit one application program on one task to run at a time or perform at a time, and the CPU of the computer does one job at a time. It is called as single user acceptance system. And the examples are main MS-DOS. And the next one is multi-user operating system, and it is shows again the multi-user is multitasking, like doing more tasks at a time, multiple tasks at a time. So like the multi-user will permit number of users to work on the computer system at the same time. Example, we have Linux and Unix. And the next one is graphical user interface, or GUI in the short form, like that is an operating system. Again, by seeing the name only we can guess that, like it is graphical user interface. Like GUI is a user icon or small image to represent program features instead of typing or entering the commands. The environment is responsible for interacting with users through icons or pictures. Like example, Windows 95, 98, 2000, etc. So like in that we can see, without like pictures only, we will be graphically interfacing with the application. The last one we have is virtual memory operating system. Again, the virtual memory operating system was originally derived when the program that want to large to fit in primary memory, that is RAM. Virtual storage operation systems will permit data to move between primary and secondary as and when the storage provides to be small. Like it will help the memory to transfer from primary to secondary with the help of virtual. And then the next slide we are going to see the types of software. The types of software on the operating system is one of the type, and an integrated system of program of supervising and monetizing the operations of the computer. It is interface between system hardware and the software. The main goal of this operating system is like allocation of system resource, like example space, memory, etc. Like control the execution of programs, like whatever the executions you do, it will be controlled, and keep tracking of resources, like whatever the data you'll be providing in the related to data that will be recorded and maintained with the operating systems. And in the next slide we are going to see about the history of software. Just we can see like when the software have come from, like the milestones are like 1946, no, so there was no operating systems at all. And in 1951 the job by job processing was there, and in 1952 early batch processing was there, and in 1953 there was executive systems, and in the 1960 there was multi-programming operating systems, and in the 1964 there was comprehensive information management and time sharings. So after that in the 1972 the virtual storage and visual missions were started. In the 1975 the consolidation and refinements have been started. So till that there was no software, and here we go with the features of operating system. So the first feature comes like multitasking. Already I have discussed in the previous slide, like multitasking is another done, like it will do the number of tasks at a time, and it is the next point is multi-threaded. Example, web series, accepting images, etc., etc. And the third one is virtual memory or paging memory. It's like it is virtual and paging all earlier also we have discussed it. And it is time sharing, and it is multi processing or parallel processing, like you can be subsidized, like what is paralleling, like parallel in the sense continuous. Okay. And in the last point we can see like multi-programming in is that is multi-programming. We have number of programs like it can do go away and do multitasking and multi-programming. Again in the multi-programming we need multi-users and increased utilization. So this will help from futures of the operating system. And here we have again the types of operating systems. So in the types of operating system again we have same like multitasking, batch processing, time sharing, real time or online, and interactive processing, multi-user systems, and multi-purposing, and parallel processing again, and networking and distributed processing. Like we have few examples of this types of operating systems. Example like DOS, Unix, Linux, Mac OS, Microsoft Windows 98, 798 till 2007. You can give examples, etc., etc. And these are all about the types of software. And next we go for application software. So basically it means like program depend developed to solve a specific problem or program that is unique to that organization. It is tailored made applications. Different organization use different programs. They are classified into two groups, that is standard packages and the other one is user developing packages. For the standard packages we can give example of Tally, ERP, Tally, and Microsoft Office, etc. And in the user development packages we can give payroll, accounting packages, etc. So this will you will be seeing in your organizations if you are an employee. And in a multiple application burned together as a package of are called as application suite. Like the collective of applications are also known as application suite. I hope you understand this. Like next we go for general purpose or utility software. In this software, these are general business and personal applications are used in this software, like open source, like we can say like freely available or public used by made by generous softwares or engineers. So these I can give best examples like our social medias and all, and even Google. So it's a free software where we can learn number of things, right? And software shareware is a trial version, and the pre-packaged software or commercial software on internet. Example: word processor, spreadsheet, internet browser, emails, etc. Like have earlier also like suggested, like Google, YouTube. These are all the software like where we go. And the next slide we will see the system software, a set of one or more programs designed to control the operations of computer system is called as system software. In this system software, again we have several devices like drive devices, utility programs, programming languages, language translators, operating systems, DBMS, that is like database management systems, for example like Oracle, Pro, etc., etc. So the here device drivers are files which acts as an interface between hardware and this operation systems, can be loaded by CD supplied by manufacturers. And the utility programs, generally the system supports command tasks provided by the manufacturer, will help to store, edit and covering disk copy, format files, deletion, addition, etc., etc. And here we'll go with the introduction of MS-DOS. Like previously I've heard like MS-DOS, right? Here is a small introduction of MS-DOS. So the full form is Microsoft Disk Operating System. It is a single user interface tasking computer operation system that uses a command line for interface. And in spite of its very small and relative similarly, it is one of the most successful operation systems that have been developed to date. Can see in the small organizations also, wherever we go we will see this is used. And in the next slide we are going to see what is history of DOS. So the evolution of DOS begins from 1981. Since 1994 you can see the picture like how it is bifurcated. And next we can see like what is MS DOS, how it is used. The system file, that is IO system file, that is used for the MS-DOS commands to link, and this contains the system interaction code and built it in the device drivers. And the commands, command.com will be used for this DOS, and user interface files are given below, you can see in the slide. Okay, and the next slide we move for MS structure. You can see the operating system loader. It brings the operating system from the startup to RAM and called boost start wrapping. And next MS-DOS will go to BIOS, that is BIOS stand for basic input and output system, and it will load from the file IO system during installation. Layers that sits between operating system kernel and the hardware. So this is how the MS-DOS structures look like. And in the next figure we will be going to see the image or the diagram of this structure of DOS. And here we have probe, like in the operating MS-DOS, like what command prompt will be entering to the pointers that you can see in this slide. In the command prompt window, by typing commands at the command prompt, you can perform tasks on your computer without using the Windows graphical interface. So this is how the command prompt look like, and the next slide we can see the graphical representation of the structure and the example of the command prompt how and the DOS file how it look like. And I hope everybody have understand what is the basic concept of DOS commands and this is structure of system software. Thank you for watching this video, and please support me with your lots of comments, likes and shares and subscribe.